Hello, class. I want to show you some ways to really learn how to do excellent discussion posts for maximum knowledge and maximum points, which I know you'll be interested in. So after going over this short slide presentation, you will be able to understand the key elements of what goes into a discussion, the different parts, and the expectations of um, each part of the discussion thread. You'll be able to avoid common mistakes, and you will be able to understand the structure and apply the structure of numbering your points in each section. So this is the discussion rubric, and I advise you to take a look at it in your discussion threads. It's located in the upper right-hand corner. You'll see 3 dots that stand on top of each other like a little snowman. And so you'll see that each discussion that I'm asking you to do has 3 parts. Part 1 is the mastery of material. That's what I'm looking for there. And you're to explain 4 philosophical topics and that come from the required reading and videos for the week. In part 2, I'm asking you to have your own ideas about these concepts and compare it to your own views. And it could be related to your own culture and background or research. But here, the key point is that you need to develop your own views about the subjects that you've talked about in part 1. And the third part is to respond to a peer. And here I'm asking you to not just say is a good post, but to engage in the content of it. Here are some secrets on how to avoid the common mistakes associated with each of the parts of the discussion. So in part 1, mastery of material, most people make the mistake, if they're making mistakes on a discussion post, of having insufficient content. One of the biggest errors in part 1 can be changed or reversed by explaining the material from required readings and videos. Usually that takes about 4 to 5 sentences. But the important thing is not the number of sentences, but the content. You want to be able to show me in this part that you have a good understanding and mastery of the material. Part 2, the most common mistake is vague or absent views. So you're formulating your own ideas in this section, and you want to, first of all, restate the point that you're considering from part 1, and then formulate your own ideas by either applying it, distinguishing the differences between your points of view and the content of the first part, and engaging in some kind of thoughtful reflection and reasoning. In part 3, the response to a peer is the category. It's always something that you'll be responding to a peer for these discussion posts. And you want to avoid simplistic phrases. You don't want to say something like, that was a really good post, I enjoyed it. No, you want to be able to talk about what the content of what they were saying and respond to that. You can agree or disagree or take a different view or relate some other information that you have that's relevant to that. The next point is about the structure that I'm asking you to put into these discussion posts. Yes, I do want you to number the points 1 through 4, skipping a line in between each. It may seem artificial, but it will show you how to develop your ideas fully and not have the illusion that your points are developed because you have a large paragraph. It's easier to see what you really think about it, a particular point, and how you convey it. That's important. And this is a discipline that happens from the structuring system. Even though it may feel artificial, there's really a development that you will get as a result of this format. So you might ask yourself, what have I learned that's been most helpful? Students in the past have said, part one needs each point to be at least a 4 to 5 sentence paragraph that's well developed and succinct. Part two needs my own views and a restatement of the concept that I'm addressing from part one. And part three needs a comment on specific content to be substantial. We have spent time exploring how to write successful discussion posts. Your next stop is to study the discussion rubric a little bit more fully and look at the sample of a discussion post that I have left for you on Canvas. Hope this has been helpful. Please contact me if you have questions or comments, even if it includes what has been helpful to you about this video. Okay, bye for now.